Gamers, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2 Explorers of Sky. Last episode, we officially joined the guild and took on our first mission. On today's episode, we're going to be learning even more about the guild. But before we do that, I'm going to introduce a new segment to the playthrough. That is the hydration segment. So, this game, because it has so much dialogue, I'm gonna need some water next to me to, make it so my throat will survive. So, that's gonna be a new segment. We're gonna do regular hydration during these episodes, and, hopefully that works out well. And 3, smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, time to get to work. Hooray! Alright, chat, what's next? Oh, you two, still wandering around lost, it seems. Well, come with me. I'm already stumbling over the words. Oh, perfect time for hydration? Huh? Last time we did a job, it was from the board on the other side. Correct. Today we'll have you do a job listed on this side. How is this different than the board on the other side? Take a closer look. Oh, look, Nate. There's posters up there that show a variety of Pokemon. Wow, they all look pretty cool. Are they famous explorers? Who are these Pokemon, Chatot? The Pokemon posted here, pause for dramatic effect, are outlaws. They're all shady characters, and they're wanted for committing crimes. Oh no, they're outlaws! Correct. So there are bounties on their heads. In other words, there's a cash reward if you capture one. There are so many aggressive Pokemon around these days that everyone's finding it hard to keep up with the problem. Wait, you're telling us to go catch these outlaws? You can't be serious, that's not possible. Hee hee, just joking. The bad Pokemon out there come in all shades of badness. Some of those Pokemon are completely wicked through and through. But there are also bad Pokemon who are merely petty thieves, so you've got evil to naughty and everything in between. So I'm sure we can avoid giving you a job catching a super bad Pokemon. Super bad, one word. Is that a word? Is super bad a word? Hee hee. So look over these posters, then pick a Pokemon that looks weak enough for you to bring to justice. You say some are weak, but they're still bad Pokemon, aren't they? I'm scared of dangerous Pokemon. It's all part of your training. You'll work through it, I'm sure. But I suppose you do need to be prepared to confront a tough opponent. So I'll have someone give you a tour of the facilities. Hey, Bidoof! Bidoof! Yup. Puff, puff, puff. You called? Ah, Bidoof. These are the new recruits that have just joined us. Take them and show them around the town. Yes, sirree, by golly. I'll do just that. Yep, this is his voice now. This is Bidoof. He's one of your fellow apprentices. I want you to pay attention to what Bidoof has to say and follow his orders. Off you go. Aw, shucks, I'm overjoyed. Why's that? I'm glad to have members junior to me. I'm almost overcome right now. I just might blubber with happiness. Before you all signed on, I was the most recent rookie. Well, I'd best show you around. Come with me, please. He's a senpai now. First things first. Here we have Krogunk. But to tell you the truth, I don't have any idea what that Pokemon's up to. He's always seems to be fiddling around with that big cauldron back there. It's all a mystery to me. This accent has slightly changed like 3 times already. This is not gonna end well. Over this way to mess hall. And if you look all that way, you'll find the crew rooms. Well, yeah, we came from there. We know that one. And this here leads to the Guildmaster's chamber. Next, I'll guide you both around places inside. Okay, we're going out. Ooh, water. Oh, hydration. Ah. I hear you can make a record of your adventures at that watering hole. Usually you make a record of your adventure by going to the bed at the guild. Yep. Seems you can make a record of your adventure over there, too. By golly, it's a handy spot when you want to record your adventure frequently. Yo, what's up, Duskull? This is the main square for the local Pokemon. It's called Treasure Town. Oh, I can tell you about Treasure Town, too. That over there is Duskull Bank. We can save our money there. And that over there is the Electivire Link Shop. That's where you can do things like link moves together, but it looks as if Electivire isn't here today. Here we have the Kecleon Market. You can buy and sell things there. And here's the Kangaskhan store. Items stored there will never be lost. If you have precious items that you can't afford to lose, store them here before you go on an adventure. And those are the basic places that exploration teams visit. And that should do it. You sure know a lot, yes sirree, and that's good to know. Alright then, come find me when you're all ready to go. I'll give you a helping hand with selecting the outright outlaw for you. I can't decide if his voice is like a kind of old man or country. It keeps flip-flopping. Thank you, Madoof. You've been really nice. Golly, you're embarrassing me. Aw, shucks. I'll be waiting at the guild's upper underground floor for you. Hopefully my accent doesn't change again. Okay, let's go. I'd like to see what kinds of items are available. Let's go to the Kecleon Market. Before we head back, a visit to the Kecleon Market is a must. Welcome to Treasure Town. This is the main hub town for this game, and I love this place. The music is like, if you could inject nostalgia into somebody's veins, that's what this song is to me. It is so good. Let's talk to some of the NPCs around here.
Eek! Oh my gosh! The new guild recruits! Delighted to meet you. You can get all sorts of things here. It's quite convenient. Do build up a stock of items that will aid your explorations.
And here's Corfish.
Hey, you there! You're the new rookies at the guild, aren't ya? Hey, my name's Corfish. I'm an apprentice at Wigglytuff's guild too. Hey! If you don't know what's going on or whatever, you can come ask me. You got that? Hey!
So some of the guild members have little like catchphrases, like Sunflower always says, "Oh my gosh," and like Corfish always says, hey, or whatever. Now, I got this like book with my copy of Explorers of Darkness for pre-ordering, and it was like a guide for the first, like hour of the game or whatever. And it like gave little rundowns of all the guild members, and I remember it like mixed up the catchphrases of the members. So I remember reading it, and then when I played the actual game, I was like, wait a minute, these aren't the catchphrases.
We're a 2-member exploration team. We're C-Dot and Pidgey. Our team name, CG, combines our names, so remember it.
Exploration teams gather here from all over. Our own Team CG is one of them. So the town will actually kind of rotate through different Pokemon as we progress through the story. In fact, there's a lot of like mini stories you can get by just talking to the NPCs here periodically.
Excuse me, why did I pick the name Team Tasty? Well, I think that's how my partner will think of me eventually. Yeesh.
Our exploration team is called Team Tasty. That cool name was thought up by my partner Wurple next to me. What do you think? Cool name, am I right?
These two are one of my favorites. I mean, Team Tasty, everyone knows them among the big PMD fans, because they're just great. Wurple's concerned that Swallow wants to eat him. Meanwhile, Swallow's completely oblivious and is like, yeah, the name Team Tasty is awesome. We're definitely gonna keep checking back on them and learn their story throughout the game. Now down here we have a Chansey shop, but looks like Chansey's not here, so we can't do anything with this. And over here, there's the Marowak Dojo. There's a notice posted here. Something's written on it. Marowak Dojo has collapsed, but it will rise from the rubble again. Yes, the dojo will be resurrected to its former glory. Marowak Dojo Sensei. So it looks like there was some kind of, I don't know, construction problem? What, did like the roof cave in or something? I don't know, but we can't go in there yet. Now, the Duskull Bank is pretty straightforward.
Welcome to Duskull Bank. How may I help you? Hee.
So you can store your money in here so that you don't lose it. Now, we don't have very much money, so there's no reason to do that right now. And the Electivire shop, no one's there, as Turtwig already told us, so we can't do anything there. Although I do want to point out another thing you can do when you're in the town or the guild. If you press the R button, you'll turn around and talk to your partner. Let's hurry over to Kecleon Market, Nate. So they'll just say things based on what part of the story we're in. All your item needs fulfilled. Kangaskhan storage, Kecleon Market. And here we have some really important facilities. Down here we have a Xatu shop, but we don't know what that does yet. The Kangaskhan storage is very important. We can store any items that we don't need at the moment, so we're going to store the stat boosters for now. This Oranberry, I guess I should probably just sell that. We'll store, sure, this Warp Seed, Pecha Berries. Yeah, those are good. So we're going to want to build up good items and store them here for later when we have to take on more difficult dungeons.
Yo, Are you two the new apprentices at the guild? Then hello, my name's Vigoroth. I'm no good at sitting still. I'm always bursting with energy. Great to meet you.
We're Team Ebony. We traveled and explored all over. My favorite things, darlings. Well, do I ever have an eye for sparkles? I keep telling my partner that we should seek out flashy baubles and glamorous glitz, but Shoppet always reacts coolly to my suggestions, but she seems not to hear, or she won't listen. Oh, it's so aggravating. Yeah, so these two are trying to figure out what they should search for. This is another little subplot that's going to progress throughout the game, and theirs actually gives you some hints towards some rare items, so it's always good to talk to them. Over here we have the Sharpedo Bluff, as we can see down there, but it doesn't look like there's anything to do, but there is this suspicious bush here. Nah, I'm sure it's nothing. And finally, the Kecleon shop. This is the generic store. It's where you can buy all your items. The green Kecleon sells all of the normal items like apples and orange berries and reviver seeds, which are an item that'll be very important. And the other Kecleon sells orbs and TMs. So let's talk to the green Kecleon. Welcome to the Kecleon shop. So let's sell some stuff we don't need. So I don't need this orange berry. And, nah, I don't really need this heal seed either. So we'll sell those for 30 Poke. And see if he's got anything good in stock. Oh, 2 reviver seeds. Well, I would like to get at least one. But, looks like we're not going to have enough money for that. I could sell the power band, but that's not even going to give us enough money. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to buy one.
Mr. Kecleon!
Ah, little Meryl and Azuriel. Welcome, my young friends.
Hello! May I buy an apple?
Oh, most certainly. Meryl and Azuriel bought an apple at Kecleon Market.
Thank you, Mr. Kecleon!
No, thank you, my young friends. You are to be admired. You see, those 2 delightful children are brothers. Lately, their poor mother has fallen sick, so those youngsters come and do the shopping for her. It's quite remarkable. Though very young, they've stepped up and taken charge.
Mr. Kecleon!
Oh, what's the hurry? What makes you return in such a rush?
There was an extra apple. We didn't pay for this many.
Oh yes, that young friend's is a gift from me and my brother. Please share it among among us. I'm so sorry. The intrusive thoughts won on that one.
Really? Thank you, Mr. Kecleon and Mr. Kecleon.
That must get really confusing. They have the same name. Oh, don't worry, my friends. Please do take care on your way home.
Youch! We're sorry to bother you. Thank you so much.
Nate gave the apple back to Azuriel, but then suddenly... Huh? What was that? Dizzy, or am I... A vision! Help! What was that? I'm sure I heard a shout for help just now. Did that shout come from you?
Is something the matter?
Hey,
Azuriel, what's going on? Hurry home. Yep, I'm coming. Wait up. Are you alright? Yep. We're done with our shopping. Now we gotta go look for an item we've lost. Let's get going. Yep, I'm coming.
Ha! Those little guys are cute. Oh, what's the matter, Nate? Huh? Did I hear a shout for help just then? No, I didn't hear anything like that. Hey, Kecleon brothers, did you hear anything strange just a moment ago? No, nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, I didn't hear anything odd either. It sounds like the Kecleon brothers didn't hear anything, so you must have imagined it, Nate. No, I'm positive I didn't imagine it, bro. I'm being gaslit right now. I definitely heard it. That shout that I heard. Help! There's no mistaking it. It was a Azuriel scream. Are you daydreaming? Let's move it, Nate. What is this Xenoblade shenanigans happening right now? I got a weird vision, but, not really sure what it has to do with anything. Oh, what's going on over there?
Yay! Thank you!
Please, it's nothing. What's going on?
Oh, hi! Some time ago, we lost an item that's pretty important to us. We've been looking all over, but we haven't found it yet. Then Mr. Drowsy came along. He says he may have seen our lost item somewhere. He even offered to help us look for it. We're so happy about this.
I'm so excited about this information. Yeah, that's great for you.
Thank you, Mr. Drowsy.
Oh, please. I'd have to have a cold heart to ignore kids in need. I can't turn a blind eye. Let us be on our way to begin our search.
Yep.
Oh, whoops, excuse me. Ugh, what is this? That Drowsy sure is a nice Pokemon, isn't he? I'm impressed. With more and more bad Pokemon around, it's hard to do good deeds. It's happening again. Another dizzy spell. If you keep being difficult, it will mean big trouble for you.
Help!
What was that? It would be nice if those little guys found their item soon. Huh? What's the matter, Nate? You're looking awfully grim. Huh? You want to tell me something? What? You had a dizzy spell and then you saw Azurill being threatened by Drowsy? So you want to go rescue Azurill right away? It's an emergency? Well, what you described does sound like an emergency, but, it's not like I don't trust you, Nate, but I just can't believe it. After all, Drowsy seemed to be a sincerely nice Pokemon, didn't he? I watched the three of them go off earlier. They looked like they were having a good time, didn't they? You're probably just tired, Nate. Maybe that's why you had that bad daydream. What? Was that it? Just a bad daydream? But come to think of it, that Drowsy didn't seem like a bad Pokemon. Anyway, we're only apprentices. We can't just go do whatever we want. Sure, it's worrying, but we have to concentrate on our guild work for now. Let's get ourselves ready to explore, then let's go find Bidoof. Bidoof's supposed to be waiting for us at the guild's upper underground. That's confusing. Upper underground floor. Let's go, Nate. Man, I feel like I'm being gaslit constantly right now. What is going on? Oh, can we go to the beach? We can. I want to see if anyone's at the beach right now. Nope, nothing at the beach. You do want to check the beach periodically, though. Sometimes there'll be NPCs there, but you can also find messages in a bottle, which is a cool little mechanic, although I don't know when that starts happening. So yeah, you can save your game at this water source over here. We're not going to do that right now, but it's pretty convenient. That way you don't have to go all the way through the guild to save. Oh, you know what? I should actually show off this. This is the Wigglytuff's Guild rules. 1. Don't shirk work. 2. Run away and pay. 3. Smiles go for miles. Those are the ones we always hear at the start of every day, but there's actually more. 4. And I see why they don't do this one, because this is way too long. Once you put a job on your team's list, then you take job, that step can't be missed. 5. Restock your supplies and rations before heading out on explorations. 6. Before you explore, try to think about the moves you should link. Linking moves? Game, we haven't learned about that yet. While exploring, don't you panic, stay cool, calm, and never manic. Manic the Hedgehog, okay. 8. Helping all Pokemon in need is an explorer's duty indeed. 9. Do lots of jobs. That's truly the key. You'll reach gold rank, just wait and see. 10. The money you earn is shared with the guild. That's the way of our friendship. That's the way our friendship will build. Is this like the classic scenario where you get hired by a company and they say, "Oh, we're all just like family here"?
We're Team Glee. We're the exploration team that delivers happiness.
Worrying isn't for us.
So many Pokemon in need. Just look at those boards. We have to help them.
Before we talk to Bidoof, I need to go down here because I need to see Krogunk. Hey, Krogunk. Silas says hi. Alright, that's all I had to... Okay, no, we'll actually talk to him. The name's Krogunk. Nice to meet you, rookies. Meh. Okay, well, he doesn't do anything for us yet.
Alright, time to book up and work hard.
You two, did Bidoof give you a tour of the premises? Very well, then I want you to examine the outlaw notice board. Choose a weak criminal or two that should be suitable for you. I can trust you with that, I'm sure. Alright, let's talk to Bidoof and see what his accent sounds like this time. Huh? Are you folks set and ready for some exploring? Oh, yes, sir. You reckon you all are all ready. Then let's pick ourselves a lawbreaker for you to find. Well, you got our pick of a sorry bunch of characters. Let's see, what should we pick? As your mentor, how about I do the choosing? Don't choose anyone too scary. Yes, sir, yeah, I hear you. Let's see, eeny beeny. Stand clear, updating listings. Stand clear, updating listings. What's happening? Oh, the data's getting updated. It's being updated? Yikes, did you see that? The panel flipped over. What's going on here? The Yellow Law Notice Board and Job Bulletin Board are set up on revolving panels. When the panel... I think his voice changed again. Well, the panel flipped over. A Pokemon named Dugtrio swaps out the old jobs with the new ones. Dugtrio? Updating data is Dugtrio's duty. He tunnels his way to our guild. And then he flips the panel and updates the data. I can't. I need to take another drink of water. Holy crap. This duty doesn't get noticed much, but it's very important. Yep. Something tells me that we're never going to see this happen ever again. That's why Dugtrio takes such great pride in the duty he does. Oh, is that so? Update completed. Stand clear. Update completed. Stand clear. Oh, looks like he's done. Yes, sirree. The data's updated. The list of outlaws has been refreshed, so let's pick one. What's ailing you? Why are you shivering all of a sudden? It's not cold here after all. Look at this, Nate. At the top, on the left. Dun dun dun. It's Drowsy. He's a wanted criminal. I told you. What did I say? I literally said this and then I got gaslit. We have to get moving. Azurill will be in danger. Now what's going on? Where are you all two off to? Oh my golly gosh gee. Look, there's Meryl. Meryl, what's the matter? Where's Azurill and Drowsy?
Yeah, about them. After we left, we went looking for a lost item together, but I wound up all alone when Mr. Drowsy went somewhere with Azurill. I called and called, but they didn't come back. I got scared.
So which way did they go?
That way.
I mean, every dungeon with one sort of exception is this way, or maybe like 2 exceptions. You think Drowsy and Azurill went in this direction?
Yes.
Oh, Nate, the Drowsy and Azurill you saw in your dream. You were saying you saw them in a mountainous place, right? I get the feeling that they're up ahead. Let's get going, Nate. Mount Bristle. Alright, time to explore a dungeon again. Now, Mount Bristle is the first little difficulty spike, I would say. A lot of new players get game overs in this place, and as you can see, Starly is the main reason why, I think. Oh, geez. And, yep, you are already seeing the problem here. There's a lot of normal flying types that hit really hard when they're stabbed. And Starly's probably one of the scariest. It just generally has strong moves, and can be really dangerous to go up against. We do have Ancient Power for the flying types, which is nice. So we should probably be making more liberal use of that. Okay, there's another Doduo. Doduo has Quick Attack, which hits 2 spaces away. It's a really great move for that reason. I like having moves with range to them. Unfortunately, Fampy does not learn very many of those. Oh, another Starly. Okay, Growl is... that's fine. Oh, geez. That's the second crit that Starly has gotten. And it's been 2 seconds into this dungeon. What the heck, Starly? Ooh, an orange gummy. I don't think we have found any gummies yet. Okay, a couple of Machop. These guys aren't too scary. Low Kick's not going to do very much damage. Let's use Flail. So Flail does 15, and Tackle does 21. Okay, yeah, we should definitely be going for Tackle. Spinarak has String Shot, which can be annoying. It makes you slow. Because there's no speed stat in this game, it works like when we used Ancient Power, got the buffs before, that meant we got to move 2 times before everyone else. Slow is kind of the opposite. You move half as often as everyone else. And we picked up an orange gummy. So gummies raise IQ. And IQ will give you more of those IQ skills. I think I talked about those last time. But we're actually not going to use them yet. Throw a Sleep Seed at an enemy to put it to sleep for a while. So Sleep Seeds are pretty straightforward. You use them, the enemy falls asleep if they eat it. But yeah, it might be a good idea to start using gummies now, especially on your partner, because you can kind of make their AI better that way by giving them access to all kinds of various passives. It could also be great on your Pokemon, as some of the later ones are really good for dungeon exploring. But I'm actually going to be saving all of my gummies, and I suggest you do the same if you're playing Sky, because we're going to unlock something that is a Sky exclusive that actually makes gummies even more effective. So I don't want to use any of my gummies until we have access to that. But as we saw, Spinarak actually has access to Scary Face as well, so it has a ton of ways to make you slow. So Takedown's interesting. It's a lot stronger, but it has recoil damage. Although, I'm going to be honest, Flail is a pretty situational move. We have to be low health to use it, and we don't want to be at low health, because that sounds terrible. I should be checking all the rooms here, because this is actually the first dungeon where we can find Reviver Seeds on the ground, and that is a very important item. So Surskit gets to attack twice. Why do I keep calling him Surskit? Spinarak gets to attack twice there because we were slowed. I guess I should make another note with the gummies. Each color gummy is more effective when used on a certain type of Pokemon. So, for example, a red gummy is more effective when used on a fire-type Pokemon. However, all types of Pokemon can eat any gummy and get their benefits. But you'll get more benefits if you use one that is the same type as them, basically. Now, this is a Nidorino, and I always thought his sprite looked kind of funny. He looks huge. Westberg grew to level 10. Excellent, I leveled up. It's gonna be a real problem, though, if I don't find any Reviver Seeds. I'm gonna be honest, because, not having any means of revival if we die is also why this can be kind of tricky. Because you're probably not going to have access to any at this point in the game. Alright, Geodude down. Geodude not very easy to take out as a Phanpy. I should probably let my partner deal with those. Just for, like, you know, to make it easier. But no Reviver Seeds on this floor. There's another Spinarak. I got his name right this time. He kind of looks like he's dabbing in his fainted animation, I'm going to be honest. Okay, it's a Stun Seed. That is very useful. I do feel better having another kind of, like, stun item for boss fights. And Rata PP for Tackle, so it's takedown time. It's a big damage off that crit. Okay, Big Apple's great to have. Let's throw some Geo Pebbles, actually. So Geo Pebbles aren't guaranteed to hit, they can miss, but then you can pick them up so that you can still get to use them again. No, you don't. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna let Turtwig handle this. Even though he's weak to both of these enemies. Okay, can you, well, Starly's unfortunately being smart and attacking from 2 spaces away. That's not ideal. Alright, looks like we've seen... Oh, there's Starly. I want to get as much EXP as I can, so let's take on the Starly. Oh, a Doduo. We can use Ancient Power. Oh, and we got the boosts. Let's go for a takedown, then. Oh, no. Yeah, that's the problem with Ancient Power, though. We get separated from our partner, which is not a good idea. Now, you'll see these rooms are a lot longer and more complex, kind of the later we're getting into this dungeon. Each dungeon and each floor on that dungeon is actually kind of like coded into having a specific type of layout. So, like, this floor has really large layout with a lot of really small rooms kind of a deal going on. So even though the floors are random, the kind of, like, general, you know, logistics of their layout is not random. We are getting hungry, so looks like we only have Big Apples. Oh, don't mash the A button, you'll feed your partner instead. That did kind of show off the fact, like I said, his belly got bigger. If you eat an apple when your belly is full, you'll increase its maximum capacity. This is pretty niche, though. There's never a reason to do this, honestly. But it's okay, we got another apple. You know, make up for the fact that we wasted that other one. Alright. More Doduos. Oh, another Nidorino. Nidorino has poison points, so I'm going to try to use Ancient Power because it doesn't make contact. Although, unfortunately, I'm out of power points, so... let's use a Max Elixir. Okay, there's the exit. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, that hurts. Oh, thank goodness. We are buffed. We can easily take on this Doduo now. More boosts. Holy crap. Level 11. That's nice. Alright, let's wait a few turns so we can have Turtwig catch up to us. Alright, nothing else on this floor. And there's a Machop. Okay, Mud Sport is in effect. Oh no, not our electric moves. What are we gonna do? Really hoping to find a Reviver Seed, but it looks like we're not going to be lucky enough to find one. Finally found a Nidorino. We've been finding plenty of Nidorinos, but no Nidorinas. Another orange gummy, that'll definitely go in storage. Gummies restore like a little bit of hunger, but not a ton. You'd rather use apples for that. But if you're desperate, you know, you can always save them for it. As a kid, I remember using those to restore my hunger all the time, not realizing that they don't restore nearly as much hunger as an apple. I was like, yeah, it's basically the same thing as an apple, right? Alright, floor 9, we got this huge floor. Oh, that's an orb. I don't know if we've... Oh... Ancient Power makes contact? Well, okay. That's a roll call orb. So orbs are single-use items that you can use, and they have all kinds of different effects. This one will summon team members to you. It can be useful if you get separated, but outside of that, the roll call orb isn't that useful. Oh, that would have been bad. Thankfully, we did not get constricted. Oh, and we're getting string-shotted. Oh, no, it missed. I'm gonna wait to use the Pecha Berry until after Spinarak's gone. Alright, let's eat the Pecha Berry. Another gummy. Lots of gummies in here. Wow. The double miss. Alright, let's wait for this Geodude to get close. I want my Turtwig to use Absorb. I said my Turtwig like it's a main series game. No, that's Wespert. Oh, a blue gummy. I'm going to make special note of blue gummies. You're going to want to save up at least a few of these. Even if you're a water type and it might be really tempting to just start eating the blue gummies, trust me, you're going to want these for later. Gathering as many blue gummies now is going to make your life way easier in the far-flung future. That said, I don't think you need more than like 4 of them. But I always just hoard all of mine because I'd rather be safe than sorry. Because I can never remember exactly how many I need. Okay, not very interesting series of rooms there. No really good items. And Turtwig got slowed, so he's gonna get... you see why this place could, mess you up if you're not super familiar with the game? There's just all kinds of crazy shenanigans that can happen here. Alright, let's take out this Doduo. And progress. Mount Bristle Peak.
Uh-oh, it's a dead end. Excuse me, Mr. Drowsy, where's my lost item? Can you show me where the item is now?
Sorry, kiddo. Your lost item? It's not here, that's for sure.
Huh? My big brother's following us, right? He's coming soon?
Nope, your big brother's not coming. I'll let you in on a little secret.
This was all a trick. I deceived you. It's the iconic Drowsy line.
Huh?
But let's not dwell on that. There's a little favor I need to ask. See that hole behind you? Well, there's a rumor that there's a trove of thief treasure hidden inside. But as you can see, I'm too big to squirm my way through that hole. That's where you come in. Don't worry, just do as I say. Do that and I'll help you get back out of here.
But
Go on, get going. Go into that hole and don't forget to bring back the treasure.
I want my big brother.
Hey, stop that. Sheesh, I said I'll take you home when you're done. If you keep being difficult, it'll mean big trouble for you.
Help!
stop right there. We won't let you do that. Drowsy, you bully. How did you find this place? We're Team 5 Points, an exploration team. No criminal can escape us.
An exploration team? You came to apprehend... Huh? Are you trembling? I figured it out. You say you're on an exploration team, but you're total rookies. Hey, that's right. I'm a wanted Pokemon with a bounty on my head. But can you two do the job? Can you confront this outlaw and bring him to justice?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We'll never lose to a bad guy like you.
I've been chased by all sorts of exploration teams in my day, but never a sorrier-looking bunch than you two. This should be a laugh. Let's see if you can take me down. Show me what you got.
It's boss fight time, and I'm a little terrified because we don't have any Reviver Seeds. I'm going to move one space to the left, and I'm going to throw... Oh, wait. Drowsy has Insomnia, doesn't he? I'm going to throw a Stun Seed. That'll paralyze him for a little bit. And then we're going to change Wesper to moves. We're going to make it so he only uses his strongest move. Unfortunately, Petrification wears off after the enemy gets hit. That's why Turtwig didn't attack last turn, because they knew that. And they didn't want to remove the status. I'm really hoping to get some boosts here. And oh gosh. So he has Forewarn, which in Mystery Dungeon just sometimes makes you dodge, and Turtwig cannot land a single move. There we go. I was really scared because his HP is getting low. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness we took him out. That got a little dicey for a second. We came to rescue you. Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm okay.
Great, what a relief. Your big brother's waiting. Let's go home.
Okay.
I am Magnezone, the primary officer in this region. Thanks to you, we have been able to arrest a wanted outlaw. We owe you a great thanks for your cooperation. We will send the reward to your guild. Thank you again. Now come with us.
Aww.
Azuriel! Meryl! Wow, Meryl, it was so scary. You okay, Azuriel? Are you hurt?
He's fine. The little guy hasn't been harmed in any way.
Really? That's a relief. Oh, Azuriel, Azuriel.
I'm glad you kids are happy.
You did this all for us, Wesper and Nate. We won't forget what you did for us. Thank you so much. Come on, Azuriel, you too. Yep. Thank you very much. Thank you for rescuing me. Really, really thank you.
The Exploration Team Federation has sent a message. Nate's team was rewarded with an enlarged treasure bag. You can now carry more items than you could before. So yeah, like I mentioned, this will just kind of happen periodically throughout the story. Wait, there's one more message. The special episode, Bidoof's Wish, has been unlocked. So these special episodes were added in Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. They give you like extra backstory on certain characters we'll meet throughout the game. This is super cool, and each Pokemon kind of has their own little campaign where you play as them, and you explore some exclusive dungeons to that Pokemon. Now, you can do these at any time after you unlock them, and they don't really have any effect on the main playthrough. Because of that, I don't think I'm going to be taking them on during this main Let's Play. Instead, I think I'll just save these for later, and we can kind of take them on periodically, you know, between Let's Plays in the future. So, I could do them as part of this Let's Play, but this Let's Play is already going to be so long. So I think that skipping over them, it's not going to be too big of a deal. These were all added in Sky, so it's not like we're missing important information that was part of the original game or anything, but they are cool, so if you want to play them, I definitely recommend it. If you'd like to play a special episode, save your adventure progress, or return to the top menu. So yeah, you do it from the main menu before you load your save.
I've gotten the bounty from Officer Magnezone for the captured outlaw. Well done, you two. Here's your share for the job. It's yours to keep.
$3 billion! Oh my gosh, oh, we only got 300 of it. What? This is all we get after all that hard work?
But of course, it's all part of the trading, and we expect just as much effort tomorrow.
I'd be happy if our share of the reward was just a little bigger. But that's alright, we managed to rescue Azuriel. It's all thanks to you, Nate, because you had that dream. We learned about Azuriel's trouble in advance. It's true, I can't explain it, but that first shout I heard from Azuriel, help! And that dream I had,
If you keep being difficult, it'll mean big trouble for you.
help! Both of these events, they took place in the future. Why was I able to see something like that? What was that dream about? Oh, my stomach growled. Haha, your stomach growled too, Nate. We must have worked up a big appetite. We were so focused on rescuing Azuriel that I didn't notice at all. But now I'm even hungrier. Come on, let's go get dinner, Nate.
Crunch, munch, chew, chew, snuffle, slurp.
And so on and so forth. There's 3 empty plates. That's kind of weird. Whoa, that lightning's intense. It looks like it's really storming tonight. Hold on, you know the night before we met, Nate? It was storming that night. I found you out cold on the beach the day after that storming night, Nate. Well, do you remember anything about being out cold on the beach? Can you remember anything at all? I wonder. There's a storm, but how did I end up unconscious there? Nope, can't remember a thing. I guess it won't be that easy, but that's alright. Just try remembering a little at a time. We have to get up early again tomorrow. Let's get some sleep. Listen, Nate, are you still awake? I've been thinking it over since it happened. That strange dream you had, Nate. Maybe it has something to do with you personally. Huh? That's just the feeling I get. I sure don't know any other Fampy who dream about the future, and I've never heard of a human suddenly turning into a Pokemon either. That's why I think those two events are connected. I can't help feeling that way. The key to unlocking my memory. Was it in that dream? But even if that were true, how does it relate to anything else? I have no way of knowing what you were like as a human, Nate, but I think you must have been a good person. After all, Nate, it was your dream that helped us catch that bad Pokemon. Bad Pokemon, huh? Well, that reminds me of what Chatot said. That the growing number of bad Pokemon has been caused by the time going out of whack. You know, time is getting messed up bit by bit all over the world. No one seems to know why, but everyone believes that the time gears are somehow involved. Huh? Time gears? They say time gears are hidden in secret places all around the world. Like in a forest, or in a lake in an underground cavern. I've even heard that there's one hidden inside of a volcano. And coincidentally, those 3 screens we just saw are the title screens for Sky, Time, and Darkness. At the center of such places is what's known as a time gear. Time gears serve a very important function. Each one protects time and keeps time flowing properly in its region. But what happens if a region loses its time gear? I don't really know the answer to that question. But my guess is that if a time gear is removed from a region, the flow of time in that region will probably stop too. That's why everyone makes sure never to disturb the time gears. Everyone has long been certain that some kind of disaster would strike, so everyone stays away from the time gears and doesn't tamper with them. Even the most hardened criminal Pokemon know to avoid messing with them. Do my eyes deceive me? Could it be? Yes, it is. I finally found it, a time gear. But this is only the first of many. The next morning. Up and at 'em, it's morning. Oh, good morning, Nate. And that is where we're going to end off today's episode. Next time on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky, we're gonna continue with the guild and see what they have in store. They're gonna take our money. They're gonna take our money. And finally, before we leave, I got a question of the day for everyone. Question of the day is, what is your most clutch moment in a Pokemon game? What is a crazy thing that happened in a Nuzlocke or Challenge Run or even just playing the game normally? What is one of your most fond clutch moment memories from Pokemon? Mine's gotta be when my Throw was my final remaining Pokemon in a Black 2 White 2 Nuzlocke run. Shoutouts to Throw. I caught him right before the league, and he ended up being the only survivor. I'll always remember that moment. So, leave yours in the comments below. But until next time, gamers, see ya.